The man had everything money could buy, yet his heart stopped when he saw the necklace not in a glass case or a private vault, but hanging from the neck of a little girl who looked like she had nothing at all. In that moment, on a quiet American street, a billionaire's world cracked open, and a simple act of kindness was about to change 2 lives forever. Before we begin, take a moment to support stories like this. Subscribe to the channel Kindness Diaries, tap like if you believe kindness still matters, and leave a comment sharing where you're watching from. Your support helps these stories reach more hearts. The billionaire's name was Thomas Hale. His name appeared on skyscrapers, hospitals, and business magazines. People knew him as sharp, powerful, and distant. What most didn't know was that Thomas carried a quiet grief he never talked about. Years earlier, his wife had died unexpectedly. On the day she passed, she wore a small gold necklace with a single letter engraved on it. It was simple, not flashy, but it meant everything to him. Somehow, in the chaos of that painful time, the necklace was lost. No matter how much money he spent searching, it never turned up. Thomas told himself it was just an object. But deep down, it felt like losing the last piece of her. One autumn afternoon, Thomas was walking through an old brick neighborhood after a meeting. He didn't usually walk. He preferred cars, schedules, distance, but that day he needed air. That's when he saw her. A little girl, maybe 5 years old, stood near the sidewalk holding a crumpled dollar bill. Her pink dress was worn, her shoes scuffed. She looked up at him with wide, cautious eyes, but Thomas wasn't looking at her face. He was staring at her necklace. Gold, small, familiar. His breath caught. His heart pounded so hard he could hear it in his ears. He dropped to one knee in front of her, forgetting his suit, his status, everything. "That necklace," he said softly. "Where did you get it?" The girl took a small step back. She clutched the necklace with one hand and the dollar with the other. "My mommy gave it to me," she whispered. Thomas swallowed. "Do you know where she got it?" The girl shook her head. She said someone gave it to her a long time ago. Thomas felt tears sting his eyes. That necklace had been donated by mistake during a move years ago. He remembered now. It must have passed through many hands before finding its way here. 1,000 thoughts rushed through his mind. He could prove it was his. He could buy it back. He could take it. But then he looked at the little girl's face. He noticed how thin her jacket was, how her fingers were red from the cold, how she was standing there alone. "Where's your mom?" he asked gently. "She's at work," the girl said. "I'm waiting for her." Thomas glanced around. The sun was dropping. The street was quiet. "What's your name?" he asked. "Emily." Thomas nodded. "That's a beautiful necklace, Emily." Her face lit up. "It's my lucky charm." Those words hit him harder than anything else. Instead of asking for the necklace, Thomas did something no one expected. He sat down on the curb beside her. He asked about her school, her favorite food, her dreams. She talked about wanting a bike, about helping her mom, about how sometimes they didn't have enough, but her mom always smiled anyway. When Emily's mother finally arrived, panic flashed across her face when she saw a stranger beside her daughter. But Thomas stood up slowly, respectfully, and explained. He told her about the necklace, about his wife, about how seeing it again brought back memories he thought were gone forever. Emily's mother's eyes filled with tears. "I had no idea," she said. "If you want it back," Thomas raised a hand. "Oh no," he said firmly. "It belongs with her." Then he did something that truly shocked them. He offered to help, not with pity, not with headlines, with real care. He paid off their rent. He set up a college fund for Emily. He helped her mother get a better job through one of his companies. Quietly, no cameras, no announcements. Before he left, Emily reached up and hugged him. "Thank you," she said. "You're nice." Thomas smiled, tears running freely now. "So are you." That night, Thomas went home feeling lighter than he had in years. The necklace was still lost to him, but somehow it didn't hurt anymore. His wife's kindness was still alive. It was hanging around the neck of a little girl who believed in lucky charms and better days. And for the first time in a long time, Thomas believed too. Kindness doesn't always come from grand speeches or big gestures. Sometimes it shows up in quiet moments when we choose compassion over possession and love over loss. If this story moved you, let it remind you that even the smallest act of kindness can echo far beyond what we can see. Be that echo. Spread kindness wherever you go.